Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at how to make bread. During this lockdown, a lot of you have been cooking, baking, doing a lot of interesting things in the kitchen. What I found is how to make bread the easy way. This baby right here, I'll show you how we do it in my house. This is our Panasonic SDZX2522. This is where all the magic happens. So now I'm going to show you what the bread comes in with. It's got some little bits and pieces parts that it comes in, so let's get to it. It has 2 cups here, and you have a measuring spoon. One is a teaspoon, the second hand here is a tablespoon. Very handy. And this is for sourdough yeast. It's, I think, 0.1 grams of yeast that would give you. And these 2 kneading blades. This one is the one we use all the time. You'll probably use it for all the menus. And this one, we'll barely ever use it because it's for rye bread, and I don't see us doing any rye bread anytime soon. Also, it has a menu. And for all of these 2s, it says not to wash them in the dishwasher. If you wash in the dishwasher, this is what you get. You can see this is discolored because somehow it got into the dishwasher. But this one still looks very neat and clean. So don't put them in the dishwasher. And this is a really good menu that it comes with. I would say don't forget to register. Once you get your machine, don't forget to register it. This instruction booklet is really good. Do take care of it. I've left mine on water a couple of times, hence the reason why it's looking a bit battered. But it's really good. It's got all the information you'd want. So how to use the machine, it's all in there. And what you would normally do is you would follow the instruction on how to use the machine first over here. Once you've mastered that, you then go into the back and look at the bread recipes, whatever recipe you use. So you kind of follow these instructions, this bread recipe instructions. At the same time, you follow the handling instructions. So you look at the handling instructions first, and then you go to the recipes. And there's different types of, you can do sourdough bread, you can do cakes, you can do jam, there's all sorts you can do in here. Every time you need to bake, you will need this booklet, so make sure you do take good care of it. So now I'm going to show you what the bread maker contains of. We looked at everything that's in there, and let's look at the bread maker itself. Come on. So this bread maker has 2 lids. So if I open up this first lid up, the first thing you can see is the menu here, which is really good. You don't have to always have the booklet with you for you to know which menu you're going to use. And on here, you've got the yeast dispenser. So this is the fruit dispenser. It's very easy to take out, so if you want to clean it. The way it works, if you can see this toggle here, it will press against this button here, and it will dispense the fruits in there. So we'll put this back. Okay, so the next lid, second one here, so this is where the yeast comes out from there, and this is the fruit dispenser. So this is the bread pan. I'll take it out, and to take it out you need to twist it like that, and out it comes. This is the kneading blade. It's got a flat right in here, and you would need to match it with the one with the bread pan. So it's very easy. Just put it in there like that. There you go. Done. And I'm going to put it back in the bread maker. So you put it in there and twist it, and you can leave the handle either way. It's fine. So if I close that back and I talk about the menus, switch it on the socket. Okay, here's the machine. It's got a front panel. Here, if you click on here, it tells you what kind of bread. This is when you pick the menu, what kind of menu bread you want. If you wanted maybe a sourdough bread, if you wanted a milk loaf, or if you wanted a rapid loaf, depending on what kind of menu you want. This is where you will click your menu, and then on this icon here tells you if you wanted a medium, large, or extra large size on here. For family of 4, I would always recommend that you go for extra large, because when it comes out, when you think about extra large, you think about the ones you get in the shops. but when it comes out, it's basically a lot smaller than what you get in the shops. And then here it tells you the kind of roast you want. Do you want it to be dark, if you want it to be light, or if you want it to be medium? And this would, depending on the menu you've chosen, it will tell you what time and how long it will take for your bread to be done. So, and then you click on start, but we haven't put anything in there yet, so we're not going to do that now. What we are going to do though is get all the ingredients ready for us to make a rapid bread. The normal time of making bread in this bread maker is about 4 hours, but today we're going to be making a rapid loaf, which takes about, after time, it takes about 2 hours. I'll show you how we do it. I'll get all the ingredients ready just to make sure that the video is not going to be too long, so I'll be right back. This is the menu for the rapid white loaf. This is what we're going to be making today. I was going to make an extra large, but I realized we haven't got enough yeast and it's scarce at the moment. We couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm going to make a medium size one today. And like I mentioned earlier, what you do is you look at the handling instruction based on which menu you're going to do. You can follow the instruction up to here, and then when you get to here, you would change and see which recipe you're following. So this is a recipe and this is the instruction. So if you go by here, when you get to a certain stage, when it gets to you putting the menu, you would know which one to do based on your bread recipe. So for us, we are going to be following menu 2, and we've got all the ingredients laid out. So these are all the ingredients we need for today. We're making the medium white loaf because we haven't got enough yeast to make the extra large one. So what we need according to the menu here is 400 grams of flour. That's 400 grams of flour, done my measurement on there. And then we also need butter, 15 grams of butter, done that. We need sugar. Like I said, we are sweet toothed in this house, so didn't need to measure. That's how much I think we would need. We just put in as much as we like, basically. And then salt is 1 teaspoon of salt, and water is 280 ml. So we've just measured 280 over there. And the last is yeast, but I'll be putting the yeast last anyway, so we'll look at that later. First one in, is what we need to do is take out the bread pan. We already have our kneading blade in here, so that's ready to go. Next then, I'm going to put the yeast in, like this. Put everything in like that, hold it. Put it on the socket. This is the menu. We're going to go for menu 2 because it says here. It says here menu 2. You can also look at it from here. It tells you that if you're doing menu 2 is basic rapid. So click on menu 2, and we are doing a medium. So we choose medium, and we like the outside light. So I'm going to choose light, and that will be ready in 1 hour 55 minutes. What we can do is start the process now, and you would see that it is kneading at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it. So it's telling you what it's doing now, it's kneading. Okay, so we'll be back in 1 hour 55 minutes, and I'll show you our bread is done. That sound is to let you know that it's all done now. Once it's finished, just press on the end button like I did earlier and switch it off on the means. Take out the plug, so you know that's all switched off. Now you can open it. And voila, you have fresh bread. So you would need gloves, take that and twist it and carry it out. So be careful with this. This is quite hot. Give it a good shake and it would come out like that. So beware, when it comes out, you would have this all in your bread, because this is where the kneading blade normally stays to mix the dough. So you can just turn that around. So because we made a very light bread and a medium one, so you can see, what I would do is cut it so we know it's well done in between as well. So here we are. You might want it to set a little bit, but let's give it a good cut like that. Oh, it's hot. It's hot, 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 hot. It's very hot, so I'm gonna use that. Let's cut it. So I'm gonna leave it to kind of cool down a little bit. You would always have this dent in here from the bread pan, but it's fine. I'm gonna have a small piece. See that? I'm gonna have a small piece. White look like. And I'm just gonna put a bit of butter on there. Okay. Okay. And have a little taste. That is so fresh and really yummy. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. This is how we make bread in my house. It smells absolutely gorgeous in here. And if you've enjoyed any of the videos, or if you make bread in your house, leave us a comment below. It'd be lovely to hear from you. If you've enjoyed the video today, please click on like, subscribe, and click the bell. If you click the bell, you would get notifications every time I make a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you later.